Justice in Israel, verses 1-3. Two men bring their dispute before the judges. After carefully listening to both sides, the judges declare the innocent man righteous and the guilty man guilty. If the guilty person deserves punishment, he is publicly disciplined, but the punishment has a limit. God teaches that justice must be fair, controlled, and never cruel. Even a guilty person must still be treated with human dignity. Mercy for working animals, verse 4. A farmer watches his ox pulling the threshing sled across the grain. God commands that the ox must not be muzzled while it works. The animal should be allowed to eat from the grain it is helping to harvest. This simple law reveals God's compassion for every living creature and teaches that workers deserve to benefit from their labor. Preserving a family name, verses 5-6. A man dies without leaving a son. According to Israel's law, his brother marries the widow, so the deceased brother's family line and inheritance will continue. The first son born from this marriage carries the dead brother's name, ensuring that his memory is not erased from Israel. Refusing family responsibility, verses 7-10. If the surviving brother refuses to marry the widow, she brings the matter before the elders at the city gate. After he publicly refuses, she removes his sandal and spits before him as a sign of shame. From that day, his family is known as the house of him whose sandal was removed. God teaches that family responsibilities should not be ignored. Respect during conflict, verses 11-12. During a fight between two men, one man's wife intervenes in an improper and dishonorable way. God establishes a strict law to protect personal dignity and maintain respect, even in moments of conflict and violence. Honest business, verses 13-16. A merchant secretly keeps two different sets of weights, one to cheat customers when buying and another when selling. God commands his people to use honest weights and accurate measures. Integrity in business brings God's blessing, while dishonesty is hateful in his sight. Remember Amalek's attack, verses 17-19. Moses reminds Israel of the journey from Egypt, when the Amalekites attacked the weak, tired and defenseless people at the back of the camp. They showed no fear of God and no mercy. Moses tells Israel that after God gives them peace in the promised land, they must remember this injustice and carry out God's judgment against Amalek. They must never forget what happened.